Okay, brothers and sisters, we want to do this again. Okay, brothers and sisters, Instagram and Facebook, this is going to be a brief video. This is going to be a brief video. I simply want to give the names of those who will be the first to receive a copy of Black Parent Advocate by mail. I'm in the process of shipping them all out right now. I'm in the process of shipping them all out right now. Okay, I just dropped off 73 copies. 73 copies. I'm going to give you 73 names. I'm going to give you your first name, your city, and your state, which means you'll be the first person in your state and in your city. Unless you got a book in Detroit or Chicago, you will be the first person in your city and in your state. Unless you got a book in Chicago or Detroit on September 18th or 19th, you will be the first person in your city and possibly the first person in your state to get the most anticipated, the most powerful, the most useful book for Black parents of the decade. Black Parent Advocate, The Art of War for Dealing with America's Public and Charter Schools. So I'm going to call off the names. If you don't hear your name, city, and state, that means I'll be shipping your book off possibly Monday, and then I'll do some more on Wednesday. We're running low, so I'm waiting on the printer to deliver me up some more books, but I do have 50 more to ship out. I just shipped off 73. I have 50 more to ship off on Monday. As soon as the printer, right here in Philadelphia, as soon as the printer tells me he got some more books, I'm going to keep on shipping until everybody has their book. So here we go. Here we go. These are the people who are the first in their city and state to receive the all-new Black Parent Advocate book by mail on the 220th memorial of the hanging, the execution of the great Black revolutionary general and leader. His name was Gabriel Prosser, General Gabriel Prosser, who led up until that time what was the largest revolt of enslaved Africans on American soil, but it was betrayed by three coons, two coons who snitched on the revolution, and the third coon who turned in Gabriel for a reward that he didn't even get all of. So brothers and sisters, this is a great day. It is the 220th memorial of the execution, the martyrdom of the great revolutionary prophet, enslaved general, revolt leader, Gabriel Prosser. He was killed October 10th, 1800. And today, October 10th, 2020, exactly 220 years later, DR.UMAR ships off the first of many pre-orders for Black Parent Advocate. So here we go. Brother M.Ed, Bronx, New York. Your book is on the way, Brother M.Ed in Bronx, New York. You will be the first person in New York City to receive the book. Brother Dwayne, Bronx, New York. Thank you, Brother Dwayne. You will be the second person in New York City to get your book. Sister Mary in Miami, Florida. You'll be the first person in Florida and Miami to get your book. Sister Courtney, Olive Branch, Mississippi. Thank you, Sister Courtney. You will be the first person in the state of Mississippi to get your book. Sister Brianna, Virginia Beach, Virginia. You will be the first person in the state of Virginia, Sister Brianna, to get your book. Brother Leonard, out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You will be the first person in the state of Pennsylvania to get your book. Sister Jarianne, Lando Lakes, Florida. You'll be the first person in Lando Lakes and one of the first in Florida to get your book. Brother Nathaniel out of Oakland, California. You will be the first person in the state of California to get a copy of Black Parent Advocate. Brother Jeffrey, Laurel, Maryland. You'll be the first person in the state of Maryland with your book, Brother Jeffrey. Omario, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. You will be the first person in the great nation of Black Canada to get a copy of Black Parent Advocate. Also, we have Innocent S.A., Edmonton, Canada. You'll be the first in Edmonton, Canada to get your book. Brother Albert, Wilmington, Delaware. Brother Albert, Wilmington, Delaware. You'll be the first person in Wilmington, Delaware to get a copy of your book. I'm turning the page. Let's keep going. Sister Tyra, Austin, Texas. You'll be the first person in Austin, Texas with your book. Sister Jewel Lynn out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. You'll be the first person in Grand Rapids with your book. Georges out of Montreal. You'll be the first person in Montreal, Canada with your book. Brother Michael, Bellevue, Nebraska. You'll be the first African in the great state of Nebraska with your book. Brother Michael out of Phoenix, Arizona. You'll be the first person Arizona with your book, brother. Brother Julius, Norwalk, Iowa. You will be the first African in Iowa with your book. Sister Nicolette, Jacksonville, Florida. You'll be the first person out of Jacksonville, Florida with your book. Sister Tasha, Brampton, Ontario, Canada. You'll be the first person in Brampton, Canada with your book. Brother Mike, Albany, Georgia. You'll be the first person or one of the first in Georgia with your book. Brother Dallas, Anaheim, California. Brother Dallas in Anaheim, California. You'll be one of the first in California to get that book. Sister Carmen, La Mesa, California. You're the first one to get the book in La Mesa, California. Brother Dallas will be the first one to get the book in Anaheim, California. Brother Mike will be the first one to get the book in Albany, Georgia. Sister Carmen, La Mesa, California. Landon, Town and Country, Missouri. Brother Landon, Town and Country, Missouri. You'll be the first person in Missouri to get your book. In Kosee, Birmingham, Alabama. You'll be the first African in Birmingham, Alabama to get your book. I'm turning the page. Brother Martin, Bridgeport, Connecticut. You're the first African in Bridgeport with your book. Brother Lewis in Los Angeles with your book. Jolly, Roseville, Michigan. You'll be the first in Roseville with your book. Dion, Chula Vista, California. You'll be the first in Chula Vista with your book. Fadil Abdur-Rahman. You'll be the first in Willingboro, New Jersey with the book. Brother Nathan out of Bedfordshire, United Kingdom. You'll be the first African in the United Kingdom. Shout out to the Black UK, Black London, Black Birmingham. You're the first in the whole country to get your book, my brother Nathan. Letitia out of Round Rock, Texas. You'll be the first sister in Round Rock with your book. Tadisha out of Fort Worth, Texas. You'll be the first African in Fort Worth with your book. Michelle out of City of Orange, New Jersey. Shout out to Naughty by Nature. Sister Michelle, you'll be the first in the Oranges jersey to get your book. Brother Timothy, Mount Juliet, Tennessee. You'll be the first in the state of Tennessee to get your book. Jason, Boston, Massachusetts. You'll be the first African in Boston with your Brother Clay, Jackson, Tennessee. You'll be the first African in Jackson, Tennessee with your book. Jamila out of Lynn, Massachusetts. You'll be the first in Lynn with your book and one of the first in Massachusetts with your book. I'm turning the page. Brother Jordan. Brother Jordan, I believe this is Canada at Quebec. Brother Jordan out of Quebec, Canada. You'll be one of the first in Quebec with your book. Brother Joshua out of Brooklyn. You'll be the first in Brooklyn with your book. Sister Shannon out of Philadelphia, my hometown. You'll be the first one here in Philadelphia with your book. Lavelle out of Springfield Gardens, New York. You'll be the first one in Springfield Gardens, New York with your book. Brother James out of Upper Marlboro, Maryland. You'll be the first one in Upper Marlboro, Maryland with your book. Deontay, Detroit. You won't be the first in Detroit with your book because we had a book signing in Detroit, but you'll be the first one to get your book by mail in Detroit. Audacia out of Newport News, Virginia, the 7 cities. You'll be the first in Newport News with your book. Tamika out of Season City, California. You're the first one, Tamika, in Season City, California with your book. Sister Philena out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You're the first in Milwaukee, Wisconsin with your book. Marielle Suarez out of Los Angeles. You're the first one with your, well, you might be the second one. I think I had 1 or 2 other Los Angeles. So you're one of the first 3 to get the book in LA. DeQuetta, Troy, New York. Shout out to Sister DeQuetta. You'll be the first in Troy, New York, where the Queen Mother Harriet Tubman led one of the most daring escapes during the time of slavery out of Troy, New York. We also have Groves Enterprises out of Portland, Oregon. You'll be the first one with the book in Portland, Oregon. Michael out of Greenville, South Carolina. You'll be the first with the book. Sharonda out of Las Vegas. Sister Sharonda, you'll be the first African in Las Vegas with the book. Let's keep on pushing. If you don't hear your name, just hold tight. Chudney, Woodhaven, New York. You're the first one with the book in Woodhaven, New York. Donna Shannon, Gloucester, Virginia. You'll be the first in Gloucester with your book. Let me see if I can turn the light back on. Let me start the car up. Maybe I can get the light. There we go. I'm right outside the post office, 30th and Market, King Kong Consciousness, 220th anniversary memorial of the martyrdom of the great Gabriel Prosser. So we got Donna, Gloucester, Virginia, Barbara, Edge Creek Trail, Rochester, New York. Shout out to Sister Barbara in Rochester, New York. You're the first one in Frederick Douglass City with your book. Sister Angela, Alexandria, Virginia. You're the first one in Alexandria with your book. Andrea out of Suffolk, Virginia. You're the first one in Suffolk with your book. Lakeisha out of Caballo, Texas. You're the first one in Caballo with your book. Brother Josh out of Bardstown, Kentucky. You're the first African in the great state of Kentucky, Black Kentucky, that is, with your book. Rest in peace to Breonna Taylor. You're Vincent out of Riverview, Florida. You'll be the first in Riverview, Florida with your book. Jazz It Up Communications in Plainfield, New Jersey. You'll be the first one in Plainfield with your book. Jessica, Hampton, Virginia. I think we got a book for each of the 7 cities in Virginia. I think we got a book for each of the 7 cities in Virginia. I think we got a book for each of the 7 cities in Virginia. And I'll be in that Turnerland on November the 11th. I'll be on that Turnerland November the 11th. Join me in that Turnerland for the Black Virginia book signing, brothers and sisters. So that is Jessica in Hampton, Virginia. Brother Benjamin out of Bartow, Florida. You'll be the first in Bartow, Florida with Black Parent Advocate. 582 pages. 582 pages. I said 560. I was wrong. The book is not 560 pages. It's 582 pages of Black Parent Power. Sister Joy, Conroe, Texas. Thank you for your support, Sister Joy in Conroe, Texas. You'll be the first in Conroe, Texas with your book. Brother Devin in Island, Texas. Thank you for the support, Brother Devin in Island, Texas. You'll be the first in Island, Texas with the book. Jubal, Martinez, California. Thank you, Brother Jubal. You'll be the first in Martinez with the book. Sister Linda, Falling Waters, West Virginia. Thank you, Sister Linda. You're the first African in West Virginia with Black Parent Advocate. Darien out of Ridge Valley, Connecticut. Thank you, Sister Darien. You're the first African in Ridge Valley, Connecticut with the book of the decade. Brother Matt, Hendersonville, Tennessee. You're the first African in Hendersonville, Tennessee with the book. Sister Clarice in McDonough, Georgia. You're the first in McDonough, Georgia with the book. Brother Isaac, Berkeley, California. You're the first African in Berkeley with the book. Termilder out of Memphis, Tennessee. You're the book. Shout out to Ida B. Wells. Haley Johnson, Lakewood, Colorado. Shout out to Haley. You're the first African in Colorado with the book. Fashara, New York, New York. I don't know what borough that is, but Fashara, you're one of the first in your state with the book. Brandon, Fairborn, Georgia. You're one of the first with the book. Jade in Seminole, Florida. You're the first African in Seminole with the book. Terry in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. You're the first African in Hasbrook Heights with the book. And the last African is Sybil Jefferson. Shout out to Sybil in Asheville, North Carolina. Shout out to Sister Sybil in Asheville, North Carolina. You're the first African in Asheville with the book, brothers and sisters. Make sure you pour out some liquor tonight. I'm going to do a meditation tonight for the great Black prophet, General Gabriel Prosser, who gave his life. Who gave his life today, 220 years ago. Who gave his life today, 220 years ago. Who gave his life today, 220 years ago, for the liberation of African people, brothers and sisters. If you did not hear your name, hold on, because it's coming. The book will be shipping out. I got 50 more that's going to come on Monday. I'll call those names on Monday, and then we waiting on a printer to deliver some more. And then we waiting on a printer to deliver some more, brothers and sisters.